Hey everybody, it's Brother Joe here at Altona Baptist Church, and I appreciate you taking a minute with me today in my Glimpse of Truth series. Today I want to talk about being content. It struck me as I was explaining being content, that it sounds a lot like contempt. And it's, as I thought about that, the loss of contentment can lead to contentment. But I want to focus on to be content and spend a little bit of time considering what it means. I talked to a group of third and fourth graders about being content, and they all went, "Well, we know what it is, but we have no idea how to describe it. It's too hard." And unfortunately, I think a lot of us like the idea of being content, but very few people really have considered it enough to say, what does my content look like? Because I think that for content, each of us, it's a different thing. But we need to consider what Paul said. He said, he gave us the key. I've learned in whatever circumstance I'm in, whether I'm hungry or have plenty, whether I'm housed or I'm homeless, whether I'm cold or hot, no matter what circumstance he found himself in, Paul said, I've learned to be content. And what he was saying was, I think the happy place, I think we would call it, if you were going to put it in the common vernacular of our society, we would say find your happy place. Find that place that inside of you so that your happiness is not contingent on your surroundings and what's around you. And each one of us need to find our own path to that peace. But let me just tell you, all of them are going to be found in Jesus. Your content, that place inside that the world can't steal from you and can't rock you from, may be a picture of church when you were at a special place in time that God really moved in your life. And when you close your eyes and take that deep breath, you're transported back to that place. It may be a place of solitude that holds you together. There may be a million different things in your mind when you decide, I want to find my peace, and I close my eyes and I'm transported to whatever that place is for you, your beach, your mountaintop, your snow, your desert, your crowd, your quiet. It doesn't matter what. But let me tell you, it's all founded in Christ, that because of who Christ is, this world around me, these people that I encounter, the obstacles, the heat, the cold, the rain, the dryness, it doesn't determine my happiness. Christ does. And so my happiness, my peace, my contentment is not dependent on the world around me. It's dependent in Christ. And so because of him, I can take a deep breath and step back and go, it's going to be okay. My heaven is, my dad wrote a song before I was born, and in it he says, for him, heaven's going to be a horse named Babe and a barn full of hay and an old mulberry tree, because whenever he was a young man, those were those fond memories that he loved as a kid, and so that was his heaven. And so I don't care what it looks like when you internalize and go to your quiet place, your inner peace. What I'm telling you is find the ability to do it by trusting that Christ has got the outside world. He's got all this handled. Christ is going to take care of it. So find that place to be content, no matter what the surroundings are you doing. Like Paul, find that ability to go inside and say, my happiness is not contingent on my job, my surroundings, my environment, and the weather. My happiness is found in Christ, and I can be content. Brother Joe, and I appreciate you joining me. Hit like, share this with a friend, tag him in the comments. Have questions or comments or disagree with my approach to contentment. I would love to talk to you about it. Just ask the question in the comments. I'm Brother Joe. I hope I get to see you on Sunday.